big leagues. So he knew all these. I mean, he knew all these options and, the things that organizations do between the minor leagues and the big leagues. And he said, yeah, he says you have a AAA contract. They have to give you one contract higher. And I said, okay. And so sure enough, Mets called me and they said, Bud Harrelson has had knee surgery and we need somebody to replace him. And he says, that's the reason why we're drafting you and we'll see you in spring training. Well, I live in Florida and in December, I was working out. And when it came February in spring training, I was ready to go. I mean, first day of spring training, I was ready to go because I knew that this may be my only shot at the big leagues. And so anyhow, I go to spring training, first day of spring training, Eddie Yost is hitting infield practice. And I threw a ball from shortstop to first base, and I had something on it. And Eddie yelled at to me, he says, don't throw the ball so hard, don't throw the ball so hard. You're gonna hurt your arm, you're gonna hurt your arm. And I said, well, I really didn't say anything. And then he hit me another and I threw one exactly the same way, and the next one I threw the same way. And so finally, one of the coaches came out and said, hey, slow down. You're making the other guys look bad, because back then, no one came to spring training in shape hardly. You came to spring training to get in shape. And I told him, I said, hey, listen, I've been working out since December. I said, I'm ready to go. And he said, okay. So, because of Bud and having a bad knee, I played a lot of shortstop in spring training. And so, the season comes, we come to New York and make the 25-man roster and come to New York. And Bud's knee is okay enough to play. So, season starts, I'm on the bench after playing virtually all spring training. So, it was just a privilege just to be in the big leagues, and so the season starts, I'm on the bench. That next weekend, we're playing St. Louis. Ken Boswell, our second baseman, and Buddy Harrelson, both of them are in the military reserves, and they had to do monthly meetings. They had to leave every month. Well, Kenny had to go back to Austin, Texas for his military meeting. And so I'm playing second base. And my first at bat, I get a base hit. I mean, I was so nervous though at the plate, I could have made sawdust of the bat. I mean, I was really nervous, but I made contact, I hit a line drive to right field, and I was ever so happy. And so anyhow, I wish I could have felt that way in the field. Really, I did feel that way in the field. Because, I mean, my hands were like iron out there. And I couldn't relax. I was so nervous. There's 50,000 people in the stands. The next day, I have to face Bob Gibson. And I went 1 for 3 off of him. I got a base hit off him. I was very proud. And after that, Boswell comes back into town, and I'm on the bench. And the only time I ever got to play, up until June, 1st of June, was when these guys would go to military duty. And that's the only time I got to play. And so, I mean, to be, and people used to come up to me, reporters were always coming up to you, and they're always saying, what are your chances? What are your chances of winning this year? And I said, I have no idea. When I went to spring training, I didn't know any of these guys. I was in the Braves organization, and I come over, and I didn't know anyone. The only one I knew in spring training, these guys didn't make it.
Yeah.
We played against each other the year before, double-A ball, and Rod was the only guy that I knew in spring training. I knew no one else, and I had no idea what these guys could do. I didn't know I didn't, Ed Craneville was the only guy I had heard of. Well, see, back then, you only had one game on TV every week. The game of the week was every Saturday afternoon. You never saw the Mets. Never. Saturday afternoon. I didn't know these guys. But anyhow, but the question people would ask would be, do you think you have a chance to win? And it's just like what Cleon said just a little while ago. The end of June, after seeing everybody in the league, we could stand up against anybody, and we did.
You did.
And